Yeah, I had a hard time in college, actually. Like, I remember, like, I'll never forget, like, we would do homework, like, me and my study group, and it's, I mean, in our classes, it was 10 to 15% women. So there was probably, like, one girl per study group, you know, and so I was, like, the girl in my study group, and just the way I'll be working on a problem or something, I'm like, I think it's, this is the answer. And then someone would be like, no, that's not the answer. This is how you do it right here. It's this. Here, this is the answer. And then in the end, like, I was right, but just because, like, that person was more confident and then people believed him, you know? Yeah, that's what it is. Like, people just don't believe me. I don't know what it is. Like, I got here, like, with the same hard work as you. Like, I do the same thing. I take the same tests. I get, you know, like, I get good grades. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
You're going into something that's scary, new, and different, I think it's human nature to just try to find the most like group of people that you can and stick to them until you figure out this new environment that you're in. I think it's also really nice that Women Who Code does present a very warm and welcoming, inviting environment specifically to a specific demographic, so that that barrier, that extra barrier is removed, so that, are they talking about me to come to? Yes, you know. It's Women Who Code, and then if you look at the beginning of every meetup description, it's like, if you're just learning or if you're brand new, you're welcome. So I think that's what really gets people out here, and that's why it's so important to have something specifically for maybe just a little group.
I like it. It's grown a lot. It's gotten to be pretty cool. And I think the first time I came here, I was like terrified. It was probably a few years ago when I first started teaching myself, and I was like, I don't know anything, I don't know anybody, I don't know how to do this. And now I just feel like, I don't know, I guess I maybe feel the same way, but I just don't care. It's like, hey man, I'm here, so are you. Let's, like, this is what I know, what do you know? Can we, like, share it? And so, I don't know, I just emailed Holly one day and was like, hey, do you want to talk on Ember? And she was like, sure. So, you know, and it's free to sign up, so I just did.
I don't know. I think that, like, we need to be those role models, right, to, like, everybody else, and kind of change the face of what software developers look like.
Girls, because for me, when I was a kid, we didn't really, of course computers were, like, you know, mid-high school when it was like, but we studied computers and stuff, but it wasn't like a career choice, you know, and even when it became a possibility for career choice, it just, I don't know, I mean, I always had that thing of like, well, I'm a girl though.
Instead of focusing on the superficial stuff, focusing on the, well, why wouldn't you think I would be interested in this? Why would you think that I wouldn't understand this? Because I do, and look at me showing this interest in it. But I've only had a positive experience, and I felt more opportunity because I think the tide, in a lot of places at least, is shifting. There, you know, for every bad environment, there's someone trying to do the good thing, and I think ultimately it's going to be better. I don't have the doom and gloom feeling about it, but I think the best part is the code's going to speak for itself as well. If you're a good coder, if you're a good developer, the bottom line's going to support you.
I think more women are just like, hey, I do it, you can do it too, here's how, let's go. So it's just like, doesn't need to be like a thing. It's like, we're doing it. Everybody's doing it. There's a lot of women who are doing that. So I think the movement is happening.